Good morning, good noon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, babies and gentlemen, citizens of the metaverse known as Upland. You are watching the Upland Action News. Today is January 14th, the year 2021. My name is Left House. I am your host of this action-packed show, and boy, do we have a special action-packed show for you today. I have a special guest coming into the studio today. Capitalist will be joining us for a very, very beautiful discussion. And we will discuss some of the things that are going on in Upland, as well as a few other NFT news stories that are going on around the metaverse. As you know, I'm a member of the UCN. That means I do not work for Upland. It just means that I actually filled out a form, an application. They accepted. I kind of am part of the street team, if you will. We are here to help promote, help you citizens understand how the metaverse works. I'm a dedicated nerd, a super fan. I'm here every day talking about Upland, talking about this beautiful new world as I see it. My home, if you will. I love this place, and there's been a lot going on. Yesterday, we had a great debate, the greatest debate in the history of debates, over the Sandbox Wars. We had all three Sandbox Hood champs live in the Upland Action News studio, and we discussed strategies. We discussed all sorts of ups and downs of the whole experience, and we all agreed that the Sandbox Championships has been the absolute funnest game event that has happened so far in Upland. And right now the scores are Panhandle is leading still with 2,039 points, and Dogpatch, my team, my home crew, we are in second place with 1,698 points. Merced Manor in third, but they're catching up. They were really far behind yesterday, and they're 1,113 points. So, we still have a day and 18 hours left, so a lot of time for a lot of hoopla and action to conspire and go down. So we'll see. It seems like both MG and, MG did help Nice to meet you. And, Nietzsche and they've been just running these numbers, and they're not sleeping, and it's been crazy. Been a heck of a game. So that's what's going on there. Real quickly, I haven't looked at the leaderboard in a while. Let's see who some of the bosses are here. I always like to look at total UPX proceeds to see who the real boss is. And looks like Flow09 is the boss of the day. Last week, it was Ted Ubaya was the boss of the week. And the boss of last month was Brett Gerber. He's always a boss. And the boss of all time, as of now, Brett Gerber. So with Noise to Meet You right behind him, Ben69, Dizzy in fourth, Adam Atomic Pop in fifth, Thank Me Later, sixth, MG Mix Plick, Lou Daddy, and DB Cooper Oh, with Green Turtle just eked out of the top 10 there. So those are the grand ballers of the year as of now. Pretty exciting. Let's jump on over to the Discord. As you see, there's a link here to last night's great debate. If you missed it, go ahead and check it out. And if you built a Christmas decoration during the first round of the Sandbox Wars, I like to call it, then you did yourself a service, and you've now got one of these beautiful Christmas displays as a Block Explorer. So let's go take a look at these new Christmas Block Explorers, see which one I got. I'm not sure here yet. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a turkey too. Wow. And I got a Christmas tree. That's the one I wanted. I wanted the tree. So wicked. Very cool. Can't wait to rock that tree next year. Or maybe, Christmas in July. Maybe that's how we'll do it. So that seems to be all that there is as far as the announcements go from the Upland Discord channel today. Not a whole heck of a lot of enchilada going on. So before I bring on my amazing guest, Mr. Capitalist, hang tight. I'm going to do a couple NFT news stories. The Blockchain Game Alliance will host NFT open forum to boost adoption. The Blockchain Game Alliance was formed by a group of companies looking to boost the adoption of blockchain technology in gaming. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe that Upland is a partner of the Blockchain Game Alliance. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Somebody correct me on that. But I believe they are in here. So when is this going to happen? When are they doing? January 15th. The organizers will be running an online forum discussion on January 15th. Well, when's that? That's tomorrow. So very cool. I'll be tuning into this Blockchain Game Alliance mass adoption booster video. And I think you should too. All you guys should too. So check it out. This is in blockonomi.com. Blockchain Game Alliance. Check it out. And Rick and Morty, ladies and gentlemen. They're having an auction, an NFT artwork collection. Rick and Morty creator auctioning off NFT artwork collection. This is in the Cointelegraph. So if you guys are Rick and Morty fans, you might have a chance to win Rick and Morty art pieces by way of NFT auction. Nifty Gateway, it looks like it's happening through. So pretty badass. All right, I think it's time to bring on our guest here, Mr. Capitalist. Let me bring him into the studio. As he's connecting his audio here. Looks like Mars, Utah ended up getting himself a reindeer.
Hello, can you hear me?
Mr. Capitalist, how the heck are you, buddy? Welcome to the Upland Action News.
Not bad. Yourself? How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. What's going on?
Nothing. I just want to continue the dialogue we're having in the general chat, I guess.
Yeah.
Or whatever conversation you want to have.
Yes. Well, let's let's back this all on up here, because nobody, maybe some of the people watching the show, or they're like, who, what's going on? Who's this guy? Tell us all about yourself. Where you come from? How'd you find Upland? Give us the backstory.
I got invited to Upland, I guess, midway through December of 2019. Didn't really take it that serious, although one of my friends that I highly respect, he plays by the name of Hodler. I'm sure most of you know him.
Yeah.
Recommended the game, and I respect his opinion, especially when it comes to the cryptocurrency side of things, and dApps especially, and the guy's knowledge is vast in regards to in this field, it dwarfs mine. So I started off, and at the time I was trading, and I guess I had a bit of a unlucky run, especially I was trading Palladium with some crazy margins and crazy leverage, etc. And then I go, you know what, in January I go, let me just dump some funds into this game and see what happens. Unfortunately, there was loads of opportunities then I didn't, take full advantage of. But yeah, since then until now, I've seen a lot of development in the game, and a lot of them things which were just everywhere are now impossible to find. A lot of them NFTs, which were just, easy to grab at the time, have now obviously become impossible to find because everybody knows what they're doing now and everybody's cleared up the shop. But
Well,
yeah, uh,
for sure. So you're big into the NFTs then?
well, at the moment, it's Too Stupid to Win actually directed me to NBA, no, sorry, NBA tops. But I've got no knowledge in basketball, as you can appreciate, because I'm from the UK. So my knowledge seems to be in football. I guess you guys call it soccer. But
Yeah, well, they
fortunately,
have. I've come across a couple of football collections, NFT football collections. It seems like some of the clubs are licensing. I just saw this yesterday. I'll have to find a link and share it with you. But yeah,
that's
they're
cool
they
actually.
same. As far as the basketball goes, they have some pretty high end soccer, well, football cards out there. I've seen.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hooked up with two guys that are quite big in that. They're known in the NBA tops area anyway, in the dapper side of things, Obi and Steady. And then they
yeah.
introduced me to something called, what's it called again? Grab or something, pack, open packs and grab or something like that, where basically you're in like a list which is randomly generated. And then if you like the pack, you pick the pack or it gets passed to the next person. And then miraculously, I managed to land two LeBron James on it,
No
sold
way.
them yesterday for $2,000. And then I missed the Cogs first wave. However, I jumped on the second one, end up scoring some gold slammers on that, low mints. I got a ultra rare number one mint slammer and loads of number one mint foil ultra rares. So yeah, I've got quite a portfolio, you could say,
Yeah,
in uh in regards to the NFT side
yeah.
at the
Heck yeah.
moment anyway. But obviously I've got Upland as well. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm interested in NFTs. I think they've got a big future as a digital asset, and especially in regards to like the bigger names that are coming into the equation. For example, you just discussed Rick and Morty. That's like huge. Like that, if that would dwarf, I would say 99% of the projects out there, because Atari for me wasn't a smash, and
right.
some of them
Oh,
have just been a bit of a shambles.
Did you see that Street Fighter's coming out on wax? They're
Oh
doing a
wow, yeah, that
collection.
would be
Yeah,
tasty.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, a lot of
is
those
that Namco, right?
bigger names are coming. Like a lot of the bigger companies are starting to show up.
When you mean Street Fighter, do you mean as in the artist that drew the artwork, or as in
No, no,
Namco, the actual
if
company
you
behind it?
go, yeah, like if you go look on Wax or just go Google Street Fighter on Wax, they're making an NFT card collection, and I think you can play them against each other. Like you can fight the cards,
Okay.
and that's like sort of the deal on NBA Top Shots too. Like you can get a collection of your basketball the moments they're called, which are little like highlights. So I can get like five of my players, five of my cards, and take their little highlight moments, and you take five of your cards with their moments, and we can play them against each other. Like you can do that on NBA Top Shots, and I believe that's how Street Fighter is going to work too. And also too
Oh, that's cool.
going back to like Upland with and tying in NFTs. Like when I first showed up in Upland, like I heard or whatever, I didn't know what NFT was. I didn't understand
I
non
remember you
fungible
was a
token.
noob.
Yeah, yeah. When we first chatted, I was like, I don't know what this is. So like the idea of like the properties being NFTs, like that was like that didn't mean anything to me. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like one ear out the other, It's like, but now it means so much more to me. I'm like, wow, like I'm so glad that I got into this world because of like the education that I've gotten about NFTs and the fact that like the properties are NFTs. Soon the buildings, then NFTs will go on the walls of the buildings. I mean, like, and then you'll be selling NFT items out of your building. It's this NFT metaverse where it's everything is NFT. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Upland, especially as the fact that it's based on locations, which are obviously real. It's not like these other games. I'm not 100% sure, so don't
Yeah,
quote me on it. But like Decentraland, and all these other type of things, which are just based on completely made up metaverses where you essentially customize and build your actual, your own mini universe, etc. Stuff like
yeah,
sandbox, stuff like that, where you're building on land you own. However, with Upland, I think obviously it just falls down to the gamification and the way that they're going to have to keep the game or engaged and actually staying in the game. And because right now I kind of feel like with Upland, it's a great game, but you fall in a predicament where you've bought a property and then you're staring at the screen. and then you want to play a treasure hunt, but you got to wait 3 hours.
Yeah.
So they've got elements which they have to build on. And I spoke to Dirk in the past when we had a much better relationship in regards to the way he wants to build an upland layer upon layer. So I grasp the concept. It's just obviously, actually,
Yeah.
putting it all together and coming out of better generally, which will be interesting to see. And obviously the longevity of the game, and more importantly, the effect that Fiat out has, because we have numerous worlds in the game.
Yeah.
It's a bit worrying in regards to how that might kind of hype inflate UPX, and then obviously cause it an unbalance, a decalibrate.
Well, in regards to that,
out coming in more than in.
Yeah,
So,
no, in regards to the fiat conversation, because I was part of the first beta testers for that, and actually nothing happened for me for a while. Like nobody touched my property that I didn't sell anything. But then, like in the last few weeks, I've sold like 4 properties for USD. The largest price I had was $12. I was selling them for like some cheaper ones, but it was weird once I did sell. Like once those 3 or 4 sold, I started feeling weird. Like I'm like, I don't want this cash. Like, you know what I mean? Like it feels too early for me to like turn this UPX or turn these properties into cash. Like, you know what I mean? That's later, I feel like. So I feel like, those properties, it's I have that cash sitting in my little wallet. Basically, I'm just like gonna leave it there, and if I want to like use cash, I'll grab from there first, to like put it back into the game. But it's not generating.
But I think it adds. I think it adds more of a sense of security for certain players that they want to have an output, not just an input. So therefore, it kind of adds that balance where the player feels. Yeah. It enables the player to feel safe on the project.
Yeah.
So
like
if
something like if I needed,
yeah,
you know what I mean. If there was an emergency and I needed to sell like every property, I like knowing that I could like probably make a deal with somebody, be like, look, I'm in a bind. I'll sell you all this, for a cheaper price, like I like that that's there, but as far as like early days, we're in the beta phase. It's like, man, I would rather have the UPX generating. I'd rather have the property generating than be sitting on like $12 for that property. You know what I mean? It just feels.
But here's
like
the $1 million question though. What would you classify it as a beta? Because the game's been running since summer 2019, so it was due.
Well, they still consider it in beta. Yeah, I'm saying until they until they switch it, until they turn the beta name off, that's what I'm considering beta. But yeah, I hear what you're saying though. But I mean, there's still a lot more that needs to happen before I would consider this out of beta. Wouldn't you agree? Like,
100%. I personally believe that. I said an idea ages ago where I was like, they should have added a second currency in game. Like, for example, UPX would be gold and they should have a silver. Something where free players, mainstream players, kids or people which don't have the finances to directly buy UPX could then perhaps fulfill tasks for like the Wells or other larger players via the future business development or something like that, and then that would give them this silver token, which enables them to then participate in treasure hunts that would then enable them to earn UPX, and then they'll be able to go and buy the NFTs. Because I was at the time I was worried about them opening a whole new area. And then, for example, Fresno, don't get me wrong, it was fun. I even got myself a train station, even though I wasn't meant to, but, miraculously, I got it. Long story short, I feel like, it kind of was counterproductive because obviously, because a lot of the players, obviously, because it's obviously Upland, the Metaverse got lovely guys in that play and all of this, but it's all fueled by greed essentially because it's a realtor game. It's a NFT based about having the hottest properties and selling it and shilling your properties and market making. So the whole idea of Fresno being introduced kind of was a very good idea, but counterproductive at the same time, because essentially Wells could just get new players to make the purchases for them or just go and just buy out everything. So it kind of still decalibrate things like for the brand new players.
Well, I think
do you know what I mean? Because they're going to go there. What are they going to buy? Like, I
think that it got to the point though. It got to the point though for newbies that were coming in, like it was too expensive, because all of the cheaper properties in San Fran were bought out, so they had to create a new city that was like, that's why the FSA thing came into play. Is they're trying to.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
if there was a secondary currency like a silver, like I said, which they could earn for free, it would essentially have more players engaged for longer periods of time. And then obviously they could have added elements into the game where that silver or that token, that voucher, whatever you want to call it, could have been used to actually enter, say, the treasure hunts or something like that, to actually
Yeah.
win real UPX. And then the game becomes more esport, because then it becomes competitive. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because then there could be a guy like the Green Turtle story, which
Yeah.
generally actually did the Green Turtle
I was
story,
just gonna bring
actually
him
done it
up.
from
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like somebody that actually did it from nothing. You
Yeah.
catch my drift?
No,
But
that's what I'm
like,
talking
yeah,
about. Yeah. No, it's tough. It's
but yeah,
difficult, but it's possible. It's there, you know? Like we have that
yeah,
story. So, yeah. But
yeah, we have the story. But every you know what I mean?
yeah.
Let's not get into that. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
wait. So
agree
you
with
think
you.
it might, do you think that the Green Turtle story might not be true, is what you're saying?
Oh no, I think Green Turtle. Don't get me wrong. He seems like a cool guy, but I just feel like it's a bit of a cliche story to obviously, make that miraculous event possible, where somebody could have just come in the game with nothing, and it kind of counters my argument I just said now, where
Yeah.
basically mainstream players won't be able to afford to play on the game, which is a
Right.
fact.
Yeah.
For example, hypothetically speaking, now if the game was a open beta and we slapped it on PSN, for example, and then loads of kids start trying to play Upland, they're not going to be able to actually engage in the metaverse because they don't have the finances to do it. So there should have been a way of actually the way that it's being inflated anyway in regards to treasure hunts and certain competitions, that could have been used to actually get new players in. And
Yeah.
that's what interests people. But fortunately, because they remain, this is actually the positive I'll say, though. I'm not going to be just purely negative. Where they've actually kept it still open beta and in beta stage, better, sorry, I would say they've still got the possibility of doing that. And they
Yeah.
can actually take away options and add options. So, it's not the end all be all per se, but yeah, I feel like there could be a lot more for players that can't afford to play the game to participate in the game.
For
Because
sure.
you don't want a game where when the iron's hot, only the wealthiest player can press that iron down. For example, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I can go, if I really wanted to, I can go load up thingy 10 million UPX now. As soon as there's an event and I've got the drop that area is going to be hot, and just go buy out the whole area. And you
Right.
don't want, and if I had a syndicate, or actually was liked within the metaverse realm, as you can put it, then me and my compadres could literally buy out the whole area. And you don't really want that. You kind of want to enable people to actually, through their skill set, perhaps in a certain way, or by fulfilling certain tasks, or by keeping more engaged than other players, get rewarded. But then you got to bear in mind the players that ain't always going to be online. For example, like I don't know about now, but the Turbo, for example, I remember ages ago he had an argument where, not just him, other people. It's just like, oh, the competitions. Like, for example, I missed all the latest competitions that happened, right? That's because I
Yeah.
wasn't always on my phone. But you want to find that balance between that long-term hodler and that guy that's building. So it's difficult. So I can see the challenges which they'll find and are finding. But
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but more and more people
it's
keep
challenging
coming
to
to the
fulfill.
game. The numbers keep increasing. So it's going to be
But they
interesting.
should
I
market
sort
better,
of
though.
I sort of feel like right now,
I'd say
like
that.
every conversation that we're having, and none of it is going to mean anything in like 3 years. Like it's going to be. It could even be like some component of the game is what brings people into the game. It could be like a race or some other game within the game that becomes very popular, and that's what brings people here, and they find it that way. Who
100%.
knows?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
Or
that. Yeah.
like we were saying, like a Rick and Morty, or somebody comes in and they buy a property and they like pimp it out, and it's like, wait, now Nike's on the board or something. Like it'll be interesting.
Like I said to Dirk a while ago, that he should have approached Luxo, and I was willing to actually try and build a bridge, although both parties are busy. Where
Yeah.
Fabian Vogstella or Marjorie, because that brand's got Nike, it's got Chanel, it's got all of them type of things, and they've actually got NFT garments where which you can actually purchase,
Yep.
and you can actually press a button on their app, on their website, sorry, and actually try on the garment through your camera. So them type of things are the next level for Upland, where you could have a
Yeah,
shopping
it's funny.
mall,
I've talked about
for example,
Luxo. I've talked about Luxo and their clothing and what they're doing with NFTs like a bunch on this show because yeah, they're a great company.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Fabian and
that's the other
Amadi,
thing
they're
too.
good guys.
You're always like every time we've chatted, like you're always like bringing up like really good like companies within the crypto sector or whatnot. Like I'm always impressed with some of the names and the companies that you're paying attention to. It's like always really good stuff in my
Oh no,
opinion.
no, I've spoken to Marjorie and Fabian on a
Yeah.
personal level. They're really nice people. Yeah, yeah, they're great guys. Mad busy, don't get me wrong, but they're actually genuine, a nice couple. They're really
Yeah,
nice
cool.
people. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Emin Gun as well. He's another guy. You know, Emin Gun, the Avax guy, really genuine, nice guy. And to be honest with you, a very nice guy as well is Dirk.
Oh,
You know,
heck yeah.
he's got
No.
his yeah, yeah, yeah. He's actually a genuine nice guy, but he knows what he wants done, and obviously he's got his own agenda, which is to make the game successful, of course. But his background and his economic his
He's a
knowledge in the
genius.
economy generally is vast. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is a very intellectual, smart guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very calculative, knows what he's doing. Yeah, I don't know Aiden or Manny as well,
Yeah. Well,
but I
you
would
seem
say
like a very
yeah.
intellectual person too. What's your background? Did you go to college and all that stuff?
Well, I've got a politics degree, but I
You
would say
do.
that my not yeah, yeah, I got a politics degree in 2012. Yeah,
Wow.
I've got a politics degree. I never used it, just got it to make the parents happy. But yeah, my background is yeah, investment, and that's what I'm
Do
very
you
interested in:
find
investment,
that any
business,
of do you find that your
networking,
background? Do you find that your
recruitment
background?
consultancy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Sorry, sorry. Ask a question.
I was just curious. Do you find that your background plays into how you approach Upland at all? Like your
Not really,
schooling? No,
because
nothing.
politics is a load of. Am I allowed to swear or not?
Go ahead.
Yeah, politics is a load of bullshit.
There you
Let's
go.
be honest. You
Yeah.
read, I didn't even participate in university, and I still managed to smash all my exams. And you just read the Leviathan or Thomas Hobbes or any of the theories of the background in politics, and you just realize it's just all manipulation and a load of rubbish. So I wouldn't
Well,
say that
you're
would
talking to an
enhance
American
or
right now. You know, you see what we're dealing with right now in the realm of politics. It's
yeah, yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got
So
some,
I agree wholeheartedly.
yeah, some principles
100%
there
agree with you
for
on that.
real.
So
Yeah.
where do you want Upland to go? Where do you see it going? You know, what would you like to happen next?
What I would love to see from Upland is more features in the game to keep the player engaged. I want to be able to, when I'm in my business sitting down, I want to be able to pull out my phone. And when I buy a property, I want to be able to build on it. I want to be able to interact with other
Oh, check
players
out this
in game.
idea. I
I
got an
want to be
idea
able,
for you. You know
go on.
XYO coin? Have you?
XYO, yes.
Yeah. You know how like that like I feel like it would be amazing if Upland had that feature. So like when you're out like driving around, like it could be like mining UPX or something like that, just in the same way that
No, no,
XYO
that's a
like
feature.
that
Yeah,
would be
that's a
amazing,
dream
right?
that they've worked. Yeah, yeah,
I'd
but they
love
wanted to
that.
do that from a very long ago, a long, long time ago. That's basically an element which they wanted to get from Pokemon Go, and it's essentially one of the ideas where Dirk or I think it was Aiden envisioned that there will be kids in the future riding their bikes,
Yeah.
finding locations and grabbing UPS. So I
Have
think
you seen
that's
Wallem? Have
somewhere
you
along
played
the line.
Wallem? Have you touched that one yet?
No, I haven't, to be honest.
It's an
No, 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 I
Ethereum
haven't.
blockchain game, but it's kind of like you are walking around picking up coin and stuff like that. It's a WALLEM, I believe. There was like some high-end like YouTube gamer guy named Cutie Pie or something that like
Oh, PewDiePie, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
yeah,
huge.
he built like skins in the game and they were like selling for like $40,000 or something like that. But I checked it out, but it didn't sustain me. It didn't keep me. I was like, it's like there's some cool elements to it, but it's not there yet for me. But check it out though.
We
It's
need
interesting.
PewDiePies and KSIs and Logan Pauls and Jake Pauls and all of these type of social media or big TikTokers, big
Yeah.
YouTubers. We need these type of people to be aware
Yeah.
of the game when the
Amen.
game's leveled up in regards to because that's just immediate. Like you said, you knew the YouTuber and he had skins in the game, and that's what got you to try the game, right? Although it didn't work out for you, but we need
No,
that
it
type of
was.
marketing or that type of level.
I didn't even know who that Cutie Pie was. It was just like that just
PewDiePie, he's
happened.
huge. He's the biggest YouTuber in the world. He's got like
I know
over
that
100
now.
million.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that
Yeah,
now.
he'd be him and T Series were trying to get the most subscribers, and I think T Series One is basically an Indian movie and music channel. But PewDiePie is huge. He's a Swedish or yeah Scandinavian guy that lives in the UK. He's
Yeah,
got the
no,
most.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know that
he's
now.
massive.
Yeah, I just came to
Yeah,
because I'm
most
always
definitely.
looking for blockchain games and whatnot and trying out all these things. Like that's I've been that's how I stumbled into Upland basically. Because I was like real big into like the Splinterlands, like the Steam Monster stuff. But I ended up selling all my cards to buy properties here. But now they have land
Okay,
coming
nice.
too.
What happened to the idea that we were supposed to do? We were supposed to make a theater. You were supposed to put your movies on it, and we were supposed to charge players UPX and work out something with the founders. And that idea was something that you should have built on rather than this show. I think that's where you would have actually expressed yourself artistically and
No, I
got your
mean I was
creative
doing
side
I
out. And this show, check this, this show. People should have been viewing it in the game, and that would have actually added the engagement that I'm telling you about now. So
Right.
people
Well,
in the
that's like
game
in the
could have
future,
got the
though.
pop
Like
up,
the
bang.
tech isn't there for that yet. Like even with the movie theater thing, like I set it up in a way where like you can stop by the movie theater. Like the most I can charge is 100 UPX, right? So I'm like giving away my movies for free, like viewings of my movies for basically
No, no, but you
free.
shouldn't have done that though. You should have got the shit, should have got the ball rolling, and they should have. They've got the tech, and or they should have
Well, I mean, I've been
added the
talking
tech
with
in
Dirk
to.
about the movie theater thing, and it's in the future. It's coming. Like we got to get to build.
What are you
The
saying that?
building's got to be
I'm
built
guessing I'm
first.
not included in that equation anymore, right? Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, like yeah, go there. Explain to the people. Explain to the people what you think is the deal.
Well, essentially, I don't think I know. Well,
Yeah, tell the
what
people
we
what
were
the
trying to
deal
do
is
is
from
I
your
bridged the gap.
perspective. Then.
I gave it. No, I bridged. I put a bridge in the gap, and then obviously I mediated that. But however, obviously you kind of was a bit more passive, and I don't know. You just went on your own
Did you
path.
wait a minute? Let me
But
ask
for
you a
me,
question.
at that time,
Let me ask you a question. Did
yes.
you?
No, can I add on that?
Yeah,
Can I add on that? You
sure.
wasn't the only idea which I tried to bring to Dirk, because what I was trying to do is trying to bring uh, as many different ideas, not even in regards to like your side of entertainment, even like I'll give you a mad concept right now. Right now, my brother-in-law's got a huge recruitment consultancy company. They work with Shell, they work with Nike, flipping Vito Group. They supply IT consultants, high level, £1,000 an hour consultants all around the world. Yeah, that's not a bragging thing. Hypothetically speaking, right? I
Hmm.
said this: imagine a property in game where the players could actually read the specifications live for the roles and submit their CVs through a portal through the actual NFT itself. And then the actual company would be able to see all the different CVs coming through. So there, people are playing a game, they're looking for a job, and the company on the other side is also, drawn up a contract with Upland. That's that's called business, mate. And the type of ideas I was coming with. And your entertainment idea fell on a smaller spectrum, but within that, you know what I mean? Because that's what you if you want to make this game into because Dirk, when I was talking to Dirk ages ago, the
So
idea he
wait a
envisioned
minute.
was just there.
I'm like so. Wait, I think I'm getting a little confused here. I back
Yeah.
up a little bit. So you have
Mm.
this idea with Dirk that like so well I don't think I understood the whole idea that you were running back
Oh
there.
no 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 no. Basically, I came up with an idea to him, but I don't know if he took it serious. Where I was
Okay.
basically like, imagine my brother-in-law, right, or a relative of mine. Let's just put it like that, or let's just say
Yeah.
somebody I know. Basically, purchased the NFT, and obviously his field is consultancy within the IT side of things. Yeah, like
Okay.
let's just say it could be any type of consultancy. Just to make this in layman's terms for you, right? It could be anything, and then
Okay.
people basically submit their CVs. Imagine right now you click on the property and you'll be like, yep, today we have 5 hot roles, which could be like, I'm talking about real life roles, IT roles right now. It could be a third line support, it could be an agile, it could be a business intelligence, a data warehouse, it could be anything. It could be like any computer related role. They click on it, submit their CV, and then the company on the other side, who's obviously drawn up a contract with Upland's taking a percentage instead of fees, is able to look through the CV and actually could hire through Upland. Upland would become an actual
Oh, okay. I see
platform.
what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.
that's just a baby idea. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There's many, many different ways you can, like, for example, when we spoke about Luxor. Luxor, for example, could uh, buy a massive shopping center, a real life one, let's just say in London, Westfields, for example, and just all the companies which are on their board of advisors, say Nike, Chanel, Burberry, they could all have their own little boutiques in there where the players can actually walk in, try on the NFTs through their camera, purchase the NFT on the. I don't know how that's exactly going to work, because obviously I know Upland's on EOS or EOS or EOS basically, and Luxor's running on the ERC20 until it actually gets its own mainnet in spring. But they could actually buy the garment and then they own that NFT and they can actually wear that on their actual character moving forward.
Right.
But yeah, these type of ideas, that's the ideas which I envision for Upland, which will.
So you have a bunch of ideas. You're always coming with crazy ideas, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't classify that as crazy per se.
No,
I would
like
actually say
crazy
that's
good though.
genius.
I mean, like good crazy.
Well, I try to, obviously, because
Yeah.
I like Upland. It's a cool game, I like it. Unfortunately, I've become the villain where, there's like a syndicate
But
of
why are you
players
the
which have
villain though?
labeled me.
Why do you think you're the villain?
Well, let me tell you something, mate. In life, sometimes it's harder. No, wait. Let me tell you this right, so you can quote it. Sometimes in life, it's harder to be the villain than the good guy. So, I just like to be real and keep it 100%. So sometimes some people might classify that as trolling, but I just say as it is. I don't, I'm a passionate person, so I try and keep it transparent, honest, and that's the main thing to maintain, because that, for me, that's being a real man. You know what I'm trying to say? So right now I'm having a conversation with you. I'm just being 100% direct.
For sure.
I'm not on here, you're a fucking noob. Yo, man, you're a dick. It's like, I'm not being a childish person. It's about obviously conducting yourself and, but the main thing's keeping it real.
I've enjoyed this conversation immensely.
If people don't,
this is like the only conversation I've ever enjoyed with you. I can't believe that we're not arguing here.
That's not true. That's not true. Do you remember our Telegram conversations when you joined my group, when I used to have the competition channel?
Oh, yeah. No, back in the beginning,
cool.
yeah. No, yeah, we've
on,
had some good conversations for sure. You're right. But then you disappeared. You disappeared for a long time. You got kicked off the Discord channel for a bit or something like that?
I had a predicament with Laz, but Laz has, called me and we've spoken on the phone for an hour or so. And he actually reached out to me when he left Upland, which I found was really, really cool. And Laz is all right. I don't really have any predicaments with Laz. Just obviously, it just for me, I just really cared about the integrity of the game.
So you kind of get into it with a lot of people then. Like it seems like you're always fighting with somebody in Upland then. Like ever since then, like you're always having beef with somebody because you keep it real.
No. Yeah, I think if somebody's saying something which I don't agree with, I'll rather state it than just be a sheep and go and roll with it. I'm not a very passive person in real life, so I struggle to be passive online. Unless I set up a new.
I'm super passive, and like you kind of bring it out of me. Like I used to be way more like aggressive, and you totally bring that out in me. It's pretty crazy. So I enjoy arguing with you. It's fun.
No, but you're confusing arguments and debating. That's where the line needs to be drawn.
Yeah, apples when you have and oranges to me.
Conversation, this is where
apples and oranges. You're talking apples and oranges now, like apples and oranges. Like debating and arguing is the same thing in my mind. Like there's
no. You see, that's where the political aspect can come into Upland, because you need to learn the differentiation between the two. Because you can't be passive aggressive.
I'm saying I don't have
unless you're playing a hand of poker. Do you know what I mean?
But I'm telling you though, capitalists. I'm telling you, I don't have a beef with anybody in the whole Upland metaverse. Not one person except for you. Like you're the only person I've had beef with. Isn't that funny?
Well, bro, I'm honored.
Yeah, I think it's good. You need to have rivals in these games. So like, I'm happy that you're my rival. That's good.
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't classify you as my rival, because you're trying to do something to benefit the game. I just think your creativity and I think you're far too creative. I think you're far too creative for what you're doing. I think because of your filmmaking background, your music background, I think there's elements that you can be bringing to Upland, which will be much better than this news channel. I think this news channel should be just for the crypto people that, they want to hear about it, NFT updates, all this, because you got to remember the objective of Upland and what they promised.
Did you watch the great debate yesterday?
It's mainstream.
Did you watch the great debate yesterday?
No, 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 no.
I
To be
had
honest,
the
I came
three
on
hood
and I
champs
left.
on live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people want to know about Upland. Like, they're happy to. People tune in to every day to see what I'm talking about, whether it regards to Upland as well as NFTs and stuff. Like, so like I think it's cool. I like doing the show, and it doesn't take away from the music and the films that I'm doing. I feel like it only enhances. Like, it only gives me a voice to talk about. A place to talk about the stuff that I'm making and stuff. And as time goes
But
on,
you're still disconnected from the mainstream. For example, you didn't know who PewDiePie was.
yeah, but
So
like
if I
I'm
use that
always
as a
gonna be
source of
disconnected
information
from the
now,
mainstream. I'm
no,
always no,
but you
but that's
can't be.
me.
You
I'm
can't
never
because
gonna
that's the
be.
direction. Yeah, yeah. Well, that you're
That's a
keeping it real
choice.
and you're keeping it underground. So that means eventually you're going to fall into my place in the metaverse because when it becomes more mainstream and you've got bigger people and bigger social media people participating in the game and amplifying it, you're still going to be that underground left house. Which don't get me wrong, I'll respect you more for that. I would really respect you for that. But you see the angles I come from.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but like I don't know. I just don't worry about these things. I don't think about
Oh
them. I
shoot,
think we think about things a little differently. Like we approach this stuff
I
differently,
hear
which is
that.
great. And I think it's good that to have people that approach things differently because then we can kind of see it. We can help each other by having different perspectives. I think.
But can I ask you a question though?
Sure.
Has everything I've said on your show made sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like I said, I like your concepts. I always like your ideas. You
No,
have a
no, no.
lot
I'm
of
not. I'm
ideas.
I'm not. It's not for confirmation for me or for my ego. I'm just asking you. For
Yeah,
the conversation was shared and
your ideas.
my ideas and yeah and the way that I
Yeah, like
perceive things.
okay, yeah,
Do
I
you
get.
do you grasp the concepts that
Yeah,
and the
some of them.
angles that
Like I'm not
I'm
so
coming from? Yeah.
much. I don't really so much like understand like your silver, like why we would need to silver, because like I feel like you get UpX is almost free as it is anyway. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty easy to get some to start generating some UpX with like very little
See,
money.
you're not keeping it real. That's propaganda. We're
I
talking
don't
real
think
here.
so. No, I
We're
mean
having
I
a
think
conversation here.
it's
Yeah, that's propaganda. So we're
with
going to
no,
keep it
no, it's not.
100%.
Like if you put in a little bit of money, just a little bit of
It
money will
is.
get you going. I'm not a rich man,
No,
you
but
know what I mean? Like, and I
no,
put
but
in a little bit of money, and I've been able to like flip things, and like I'm in the green in Upland. You know what I
it
mean?
didn't.
Like
Like, remember
I've
what I
made more
said?
than I've spent.
I hear
That's
that, but
that's
remember what I
real.
said? I didn't just say a UPX Silver. I said it could also be a token or a voucher or anything that
Sure,
enables the
yeah. I
player
just
to go
you asked
into
me
the
a
treasure hunt to
question.
earn your UPX.
You asked
Yeah.
me if I understand if I'm what you're saying, and I'm saying like, yeah, I get everything you're saying, but like that one, I just don't really fully think it's necessary. But like, I get what you're saying. It's not like
Okay,
I'm,
so
yeah,
somebody's got $5, right?
yeah,
Left house. He's got $5 to his name. He's a broke guy,
yeah.
but this guy is the most talented esport Counter-Strike player with the best reflex ever made. He's sponsored by ATI. He's killing it. Actually, I'm gonna give you a different example. There's
Okay.
a guy that I know, right? You know what? Forget about that example. Let's just ignore it. So there's a guy that I know. He's a massive crypto world. He's very well known on the Twitter side of things. He's got like I don't know, like a lot of followers. Let's put it like that, without stating numbers. Complete Bitcoin world, yeah. He's
Mm-hmm.
come onto Upland now. He's only spent $25. I tried to shill him the game, push him to spend more on the game, try and transfer Bitcoin to the game, but he felt that you know it wasn't worth it for him to invest in the game this early. And now we go back to a person on the opposite side of the fence, right? This guy's got $5, like I said, but he's got a lot of skill to play the treasure hunts, etc. So now he's bought what? He's bought one NFT property. How much interest is he going to make? You said to me, it's UPX is free. It's not
Yeah, no,
free.
he's an idiot. That guy's
It's
an idiot. Yeah, he bought
why would
one
you say that?
property and then he's like,
But
"No,
that's the
bro."
mainstream. But did you see what I just done there? That's the mainstream player there, and the other side is the crypto guy.
See, that's
So it
where
depends on the
I just
angle.
I'm never gonna understand that idiot. I just won't understand him. Like no, that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. I don't get it.
Oh, you're actually quite funny. Yeah, you're actually quite funny. I'll give you that. Yeah. I get what you mean. But I'm pushing it from the angle that Upland said themselves. They want to go mainstream. So they should
Yeah.
be heading towards that guy.
Right.
Because
You're right.
remember, yeah, although the crypto world might have, let's say, millions of pounds, if you've
But the
got
crypto world isn't even
100,000
mainstream, though.
or
None
of
of the
that.
crypto heads coming into this game are mainstream. Like crypto's not mainstream. Like So we're all underground here, you know. Like I think Upland could be like is a key tool for mass adoption. You know what I mean? Like it makes it easy for you to understand like blockchain and crypto a little bit because Upland sort of like a little mini crypto universe with like the different elements now, especially with Spark coming, which is this what Spud now, but like staking and some of these other elements or ways that they're like utilizing other tokens, like you're saying, which are coming, right? Like Spark, that's another token, and then I think there's even like there's another token to like be able to build like plants and shit like that. But then I think you know, so there are other tokens coming. I know that, but
You know,
I
I'm
think
looking forward to.
they're different than what you're talking about, though. You know,
Yeah,
they're
I'm
gonna
looking
be
forward to the cars
yeah, me too. And I don't know
because
if you
that's
saw
from
the New Year's
February.
Eve show. Well, we had Dirk on for the New Year's Eve show, and like one of the things that he did, like right before he got off, was like show us a picture of a car and like laugh and go, "That's all I'm gonna say about that," and like then moved on to the next subject. So I think like cars might be
Did you
sooner
did
than
you
later.
did you did you recognize what car manufacturer that it could have been by any chance? Or
It's one of those VW buses, and it had like it was all painted with the miles and all this Upland, and but I'm like,
well,
huh.
then that means Volkswagen might have a deal with Upland. That'd be pretty interesting
Huh. That would yeah, I wonder. I mean like
because
damn.
I know he was in talks with car companies from when we met him in person in February. He mentioned it to me, Ken, and I think it was
Well,
it?
that's what
Yeah,
we're
yeah, me,
that's what
us
you're
three. It was
talking
three
about,
players.
right? Like that's exactly
Yeah, I
what you're
remember.
talking about. That's mainstream right there.
Yeah, of course. And that would be interesting to be honest with you. If we could
Yeah.
customize our block explorers and put them into different vehicles and drive around,
Yeah.
that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah,
That would
which will
be.
be crazy because I guess at that time, like the how you move around the board will change. Like, it'll take 10, 15 minutes to get a couple neighborhoods over or whatever, like however far it is, there will be like an equivalent time frame that we will be moving around the board. Just like, like flying to New York is like what, 1 UPX per mile or something
Yeah,
like that.
I don't even know.
That's
Is it
that's
like
how the
is
price.
it
That's how they
45
came.
minutes or 29 minutes? I don't even know, to be honest with you. How
Something
long
like
is it?
that. What the flight is like
Good question.
45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes. That's it.
And the train's like 24, something like that, 27, somewhere in there.
I want to know when they're going to let the players that board the actual airport
Yeah.
NFTs to actually uh, get our money's worth in regards to the flights. Because I feel
Oh,
Upland charging us to fly across, I feel is a bit unfair. I think the whole point of us buying them parcels was to actually,
oh,
but
you
maybe
have
in the
a.
future that.
Wait, you own an
Sorry?
airport?
Oh yeah, yeah. I bought one on the yeah. I was
Oh,
one of the
nice.
first players
And
to
you
get an
still have to
airport in the
pay
game.
for
Yeah,
airplane tickets?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I do.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
that ain't right. Well, yeah, I
yeah.
own a train
Yeah,
station down in
that
Fresno, and
sucks.
I guess I pay for the train ticket. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
pay for
That kind of
train
sucks.
tickets.
So
Yeah.
it should be free for us if it's
I
our
think
plane, right?
so. Yeah, you should have free flights. I mean, that's a pretty penny in one of those properties. So yeah.
Yeah, and Dirk and Aiden, if you're listening, I want Fiat out, yeah, because I feel like I deserve it, especially early days in the game. I've done a lot, and I feel like you guys should give me the opportunity to be able to sell
Did
as
you
Fiat
apply
out. I
for
feel
it?
like I'm being, of course, I applied for it, but I'm audited to the maximum. So I
Damn.
feel like, guys, let capitalists breathe
All right.
and give me a chance, man. Give me a chance.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Give capitalists a chance. I like it. Well, man,
Uh,
I don't know. I don't have anything else more to say. I think you're a great dude, and I appreciate you coming on here and sharing your thoughts. And let's I'll have you back on in the future. We can continue this argument later if we or this debate. We can really get
it's
into
not
it
an
next time
argument.
if
It's
you
called a
want.
debate, for God's sake.
Whatever you
It's
want to
called a
call
debate.
it.
You know what? Before I go,
Yeah.
can you hear this beat? Can you hear this? Can you hear that beat? Wait, it's coming. Can you hear that? Or
Barely.
not? Barely?
Kinda.
One sec.
Are you gonna rap?
I'm gonna
Take
make
us out,
that. I'm gonna freestyle for you.
please.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Bring it.
One sec, one sec, one sec. I've lost you for a minute. 1 second.
It
I had my
sounds really
headphones
clear
on.
now.
Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. Sounds good. Real clear.
Okay, you can hear me, but I can't hear something.
All right,
Yeah, can you say something?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear the beat, right?
Barely. A little bit.
All right. Let me drop a little freestyle on the spot to show you why I'm hot, all right?
Go.
It's a freestyle, I'm chilling in my bed, just had a little conversation. All right, listen. All right, it's about to come now. All right, listen. All right, it's a freestyle on the spot. Here we go now.
Drop it.
I said I speak the flipping truth. I never lie. That's why you see me tapping and I don't get upset. I never start to listen. Shit, freestyles are hard sometimes. I said I never get upset and I never lie. I'm never chilling back, starting to cry. This is a debate, not an argument, so you can't deny. Cause I be freestyling on the spot. I always sound so hot. Chilling back, buying NFTs. I'm making P on a killing streak. Now you might as well say I play the game great and they're weak. I rap all day. I rap until you fall asleep, cause I'm too unique. The girls think I'm sweet, and I'm here to teach the youth today, cause I'm too real, and this is the way to be in life. And if it's beef, then I might end your life. It's just a sacrifice, cause I might pull out the knife. And don't try and play my life, cause I'm on a different level. Cause I be spitting like a renegade. I be murking beats. Why these guys wanna talk shit? I put them straight to sleep, I'm too deep.
Yeah.
Cause I'm on a different level. Cause there's no competition. When I be spitting, my style's great, there ain't no repetition. They can't emulate the greatest. Cause I be spitting, this ain't the game of chess. They're trying to flip and test. Cause I be spitting all these different facts. And if they try and talk shit, I interact back. I break cats' backs and never lack. Why they try to chat shit? I used to trap. And if you want to talk about the roles, then we done it all. And we stood tall, we never fell. And we be talking back about the game. I'm just trying to maintain. I spit all over this bloody game. I told Dirk, I'm not a jerk. Let's go mainstream, cause that's the way to be. I'm just trying to get that UPX and turn it into fiat. And maybe I might spend back. Let's see how it goes back and forth. Input and output must be a way. I'm not going astray, cause I be murking the beat all day. And I'm here to kill it with Left House. And you know we be killing it, billing it, spilling it, drilling it. Cause I be overdoing it sometimes, but I'm not a troll. They hate me. I heard they stabbing that voodoo dope, cause they got no control over capitalists, cause he be spitting it straight from the middle of his brain. It must think his main membrane is insane. Dominate the game. I said I never can be tamed. They can't kick me from the server, but I'll come back. They can't banish me. That's murder, cause I be on a different flipping level. You better increase the bass and add a bit of treble.
Yeah. Did you say that you would make me pee? I think that you said that one of the lines was that you would make me pee. That was amazing.
No.
No, that was really good. That was really good. I think you missed your calling. I think you need to go straight. Just be a rapper. That you got a smooth voice. That was dope.
No. In UK slang terminology, I said I'm trying to be making P. Making P means money. P means money, as in peas.
I thought, yeah.
It's a
Because I thought you said you would make me pee, and I was like.
No,
that's crazy.
I'm not trying to make you pee, bro.
That's some gangster shit, though, making me pee, though, you know?
Nah, bro, it's a different thing. For the UK guys, don't understand it.
But
yeah, it's been a pleasure, my bro.
Me too. Yeah, this has been great. Thanks for the rhymes. Thanks for the chat. We'll do it again. You have a
Cheers,
lovely,
bro. Have a lovely day, sir.
A lovely day.
Look after yourself. Cheers. See you
everybody, thanks for watching today's episode of the Upland Action News. We'll see you tomorrow
Cheers,
in the Metaverse with the monkeys, the crypto monkeys. Bye.